Alright. Hello everybody, hope it's a one day. Ame Gakita this. Alright, let's just say that tonight. Wasn't intending of like doing any stream at all to like at the back of my mind I was intending to sleep. And then I just kinda woke up. Because I totally forgot to do my dailies for Nikke. But then again, this timing, probably a bit of like, probably just playing a bit. So basically, oh, not just holiday today. So yeah, my intention is to play Nikke daily a little bit and then not think too much along the line. Yeah, we're still alive. You're tired. お疲れ。よしよしよし。Only got like 2 hours to do this call. Tomorrow I have class. Oh, so you got class. But aren't you supposed to be sleeping instead if you got class? You gonna skip it? 大丈夫? Is it alright? Well, I'm gonna assume that it's not. No, at the back of my mind I was like, if you feel that it's not important for you to attend, I think it's fine if you need a rest once in a while. Because I don't want, like, Ame Papa doesn't want you to suddenly collect on me, you know. I know it's something that you tell me is your dream course, and I was like, okay, Ame Papa, support you to the fullest, help you write the report, and then you tell me, and then I'll never tell me, Ame Papa, that it's so hard. I still remember. You know the funny thing is, right? I did ask you sure you want to go and study that? You got a lot of stuff to do. What kind of thing though? Personal stuff. Should not cosplay. Sure. I trust you, you know. I trust you a lot, you know. You still have cosplay. So you still have cosplay on Sunday. You know, talking about Sunday, right? You know when Hokkai Star U they release Sunday, and then Nissan just go all in and say that she want to get Sunday. I was like thinking that maybe you should cosplay as Sunday one day. Damn, that's a lot. Won't you be too busy to do all the cosplaying? Is that alright? Is this me? You sure? If you are sure, then Ame Papa will trust you on that. Then Ame Papa not gonna like go and say like, oh, you should do this or not should do that. You're really early enough to decide already, right? So just make sure that you do take your rest if you need to. Don't think too much. If your classmate can help you, if there's like notes for your classmate to help you, you can just ask them. Resting. You sure? I mean, Papa just playing games though. That's one way for both of you to rest on. Because I haven't seen you for quite a long while, so I was wondering, are you touchable? The only thing I can, like, in case anyone are wondering, like, for Nenji's son situation, right? She's starring aerodynamic, which is basically airplane stuff, and in a way, she is really like old enough to do that thing. It's just that I haven't talked to her for quite a while. Okay, the only issue is that, right? Because I do have a Facebook. So I go and sometimes check her on my Facebook and just see that, oh, she seemed alright. I think. Like, you see plane everywhere. Now the only thing is, right, I think we talk about this in Discord way, right? Like, I will admit, one of the random chat topic was supposed to be boring. Like, initially, I did want to talk about bowling 747. Initially, but in the end, I was like, let you join. How about on Discord instead? Let me switch on the Discord instead. You want to prioritize just the two of us only, or do you prefer the general? You just join whichever you feel you want to go for, then I will just join there. Matinee. Yes, I know. Chotomate.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, I can hear you.
Tired as shit.
What?
I'm tired.
I know you're
tired.
I know you're tired. I'm trying to find you.
I know you know.
I know you. I mean, you already say on this. You already said earlier that you were tired. I'm trying to find your I'm trying to find your avatar.
No need. I'll just be here in just a few minutes and I'll leave.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I woke her up. But I mean, like one of the random chat topic I wanted to talk was Boeing 747. Because, like, I talk about this in Discord really. Like, a lot of there is actually like 10 plus random chat topic that I wanted to talk about. Like, I have to like scrap them at the end of the day, because when I was like reading through the script, when I was thinking about the thing I want to say, and I was like, yeah, better not say it. So, like, Mr. B is definitely one of the topics that I want to do, and I'm just throwing it off because it's just not worth it anymore. Boeing 747 was one of them. Lolly, I end up talking though. In case anyone wondering, the word lolly, or basically depending on how your definition is, basically young girls, underage girl, or girls that is short. I initially did want to talk about lolly situation, about like what is the true definition of lolly, but in the end I was like, there's no answer to it. Like, lolly itself, right, it can mean minor, it can also mean
people who are short. It can also mean that people who is basically young. So the thing is, right, the word lolly, right, it can also mean that the girl is tall, but she's under, and that's still in a way called lolly. And I was like,
What? That's still called lolly?
they're still called lolly. It's I know
A
it's
tall girl that's underage is called lolly.
yeah, that's the thing. Because in Japanese term, in the actual origin Japanese term, they say shoujo. They never specifically say that it means girls that
Oh,
is
so
short.
they said lolly means just mean little girls.
Yeah, it can mean little girls or it can mean young girls. That means that if a girl that is like basically like 175, she's still called lolly as long as she's underage, like along the line. Like there is such definition in Japan. So I have to go a lot of length to ask even the Japanese people that I know, even some of my Japanese friends, and I even asked a professor, what is the definition of lolly? And we go all the way to research it, even to the point that we realize that the word lolly, right? There's no actual that it was never supposed to be a word. It was supposed to mean lolita.
Oh, lolita dress. Clothes.
And we found out that the origin of lolita dress and the word lolly have the same origin.
Oh.
And I was like, and I was like, what the heck did I just read? And the book itself is about a CP situation. Yeah, the book itself was so controversial that it was basically in the most short form mean a CP. It was basically a light novel about CP, and I was like, what the heck did I read?
About what?
It's about about a man who fell in love with a young little girl, but the problem is the girl also liked the guy, but not really like too much in a way. And the thing is, right, and now that the guy married the mother, and he did SA to the mother. Somehow, some reason, it's like, what the heck? And he wanted to do something to the daughter as well. So it's drawing the line of CP now. And it includes drug, include blackmail, include a lot, like even murder for somehow, some way, somewhere. And I was like, how the hell you managed to cram CP, SA, blackmail, murder, and psychopath all into one book?
Yeah, Japanese people are sick. Like,
no, it's not even the book is not even done by the Japanese people. The book
What the
Lolita was done by a Russian American person who
Russian are cruel.
who
I'm
released
scared of
the
Russian
book,
bullies.
who can't release the book in America, so he released the book in French.
I'm so scared of Russian. I mean, they're big.
No, it's not. The F thing is, right? The F thing is, the book was initially not supposed to be published in America. So because they want the author wanted it to be uncensored, so he released it in France, and the France let him to release it. I was like,
that's scary.
so when I read the book, I was like, it's so F out that when I was like, basically, Lolita was referring to what the young girl itself. The young girl have a name, but the guy called the girl Lolita. That is how the word Lolita comes from.
Ew.
It's very F out, right?
Ew.
No, here's the problem. because the word lolita mean young girls. Now in Japan, that they use the word lolita. Instead of like calling like sojo complex, it's like you can't combine an English word and a Japanese word together in Japan somehow, somewhere. So they decided to combine. They couldn't just say young girls complex. It's like, for some ways they just decided to say, hey, let's use the word lolita complex, because the book Lolita, that book was somehow popular in Japan, so they used the word lolita complex, and because they don't really like to use long word because Japanese people, so they shorten it, and that's how the word lolicon come from. And because lolicon come from lolita complex itself, now here's the funny part. Lolita complex, which was later shortened to lolicon, so instead of like saying like instead of using the word lolita back, they decided to use the word lolly itself now. And that's when the word lolly came from. And the professor and I was like, so that's how it come from. we were both baffled at the origin of the lolly. Now the question is, right, we couldn't pinpoint what's the actual meaning of lolly itself, because the definition of lolly has actually kind of like changed over the year, with the word lolly originally mean young girls, that is basically around like within the we use the word UGN or nursery or kindergarten age, which is very, very young. Not 10 years old, not 12 years old, but basically 6-7 years old, that young. It was supposed to be that way. And then we realized that as time passed by, people start calling that when because it's like America, they say all men are free, free speech. But the thing is, right, is hate speech or free speech? Is black and white have equal or not? It's like, it's very vague, right? It's like we're not sure when they use the word sojo. So when they say like lolly refers to sojo, it's like, does that mean the age is mean from 6 to 7, or does it mean from 6 to 12, or does it mean also in people who is minor, like under 18 years old? And the funny thing is, right, in Japan, if you use the word sojo, even female at 22 years old all the way to 25 years old is still considered sojo.
Oh.
So here's the funny part. When they use the word sojo to like lolly means sojo, now here's the problem. Does that mean that any girls that is, even if they are like 23 years old, 24 years old, which is adult, and they still get called lolly, does that make sense now? Which is the reason why the definition of lolly is all over the place. And I was like, not just I was like, there's no actual meaning or definition to the word lolly when it came from a questionable past, when it came from a problematic word itself, and then it kind of like changed in a way that I can't pinpoint what's the actual meaning of. Like, I can't find the actual meaning for it. Like, the thing is, right, if anyone go online, people can just say that, oh, lolly mean young girls. It can also mean girls who are short. It can also mean that girls who is like underage. It can also mean girls that is under 25 years old. So the thing is, right, when people say like lolly itself, people have so many definitions of lolly, the word itself. There is no one answer to it. So at the end of the day, I was like, okay, so when I use the word lolly, can we all say like lolly mean is younger, or does it mean that we are saying like girls who are short mean there's lolly? So there's no actual word to lolly, because right now even people saying like even if you are 30 years old, 40 years old, but your height is short, you're still called lolly, but you're called legit lolly because your age is over 18 years old. It's like, does that mean lolly? When Japanese term itself means sojo, you're tearing an obasan and sojo. Well, if your definition of soju is that way, then I'm not stopping you. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's why, like, when I was doing this, like, doing the information gathering, going to like look through what should I do this topic or not initially. I was so against it. I was so against it that I didn't want to do that random chat at all. Like, it took me a few months to complete it, you know. Like, that research took me a few months. And I have to debate with myself for around 2 or 3 weeks, almost a month, I remember, whether should I talk about it. That's the reason why, like, I think it was like Pilson or who was the one who asked me about lolly, and I actually was able to come up with the answer about the origin of lolly itself. I said that, do you guys know that lolly came from the word lolita, the same word as lolita fashion, and it both have the same origin. And I was like, yeah, because I was researching on it at that time. It was so F out. It was technically so F out when I was like reading through the research, and I was like, how is a word came from questionable past? And the funny thing is, right, as I was researching into the Lolita clothes, right, because Lolita, the Lolita word came from the word Lolita, from the book Lolita. Now, here's the funny part about that. On the end, anyone who know Hello Kitty know that Hello Kitty want to go with the idea of looking cute, right? It turned out that Hello Kitty's main company, Sanrio, was the so-called origin behind the word Lolita clothes or the Lolita fashion.
Oh.
And initially they used the word kawaii. They used the word kawaii style, or I believe it was called dorike, which means doll, look like a doll, but using the word fashion. Now, calling yourself a doll doesn't make it look good in the long name. And someone come up, and at the time they realized the word Lolita means soju. So they decided to use the word Lolita fashion, despite it originally have a bad meaning. They want to say that if you want to dress young, go for Lolita fashion. And basically their meaning was like, Lolita fashion means people who is adult want to dress like a younger, go for Lolita fashion. And it became the term Lolita fashion, which initially I was taught was like Lolita fashion, like the lolly came from the word Lolita when I was doing my research. And then I realized that it has the same meaning because both origin from the same book, the Lolita, which is so F up. That's the reason why at that time I was like so against doing the random chat. I was actually fighting with myself, not releasing that random chat, and I was like, in the end I still release it though. Not saying that it's a bad thing, in case anyone are wondering. It's just that when there is people going around and start making noise about the meaning of the word lolly, right, I just feel that I need to talk about the issue with the word lolly, and that's the reason why that was the very same title for the word like why I decided to do the random chat is that there is like everyone have so many different meaning to the word itself, and the thing is, right, often more than not, I'm sure that some people are thinking that, hey, if the past meaning is bad, then if obviously the word lolly is bad. No, it's the same thing as like people always change the meaning of words that has from good meaning to bad meaning, or from bad meaning to good meaning. So the thing is, right, there is a lot of like let's say for example like the words, like there are some slurs, like people say that black is like the N word of black is slur. like initially the word is black, but because it sounds like an N-word, because it is an N-word as well in Spanish, and now people say that is a slur now, even though the word meaning is black. So the thing is, right, when a word have good meaning, it somehow became a bad meaning. It's the same thing for lolly. It was initially a bad meaning, but Japan turned it into a good meaning, or to have a meaning in the first place when it didn't have a meaning. Then the thing is, right, because when they turn it into a meaning, there is no one having like an actual definite meaning to it, which is the reason why at the end of the day the word lolly is always under debate. Like, does it mean that people who are short, or does it mean that people who are young or underage, or maybe under 25 years old or any other age? So when I was doing the research, I only give one answer. It's complicated. I can't, like, if your definition of saying like lolly mean young girls, then obviously it's CP. If you're going to have doing something yabai to the girl. But if the girl is old, then I also highlight that if the girl is short, over 20 years old, and people still call that lolly because she is short, she look young, she's lolly, then the question is like, does that mean CP or not? So the topic was so complicated, it was so confusing even for me. Like, normally when I do random check, I always try to give one answer. I always try to give like even if there is like a balance, or when I have to pull up a skill, like I always like, hey, if I got an answer for it, I'll try to say it, but then I'll give like 2 or 3 answers to let you guys decide. But the word lolly itself was so complicated that I have no answer for it. That even if people say that it's an answer for it, there's always like another people, like there is also another side of the story to indicate that there is also another meaning for it. So the word lolly was so hard for me to do at the time that I always find issue with it, and it did. And even if I say like I didn't do it right, it was supposed to be with, if it was like I did the research back in at the early of the year, and it was one of the topic that I was like, okay, let's do a research on lolly, let's talk about lolly. I was like saying like something along that, like that was like basically how my random chat has always been. And as I was like looking through it, I was so confused that when I asked some Japanese people, like seriously I was asking Japanese people, some of my Japanese friends even said that when I asked that lolly wa nani? Nansai desu ka? Do you imi desu ka? Like I was asking them, they all give me one freaking answer, and some even give me different answer. So some say is UGN, kindergarten nursery. Some say is girl who are short. Some even say that girl who are young. And the most common answer I get was soju. And I was like, soju? じゃあ20歳のソジョは同じですか? And they just say, 背が低いなら多分ロリですよね. So basically that what they meant was like, if a girl is short, if their height is short, that mean they can also be called lolly. And I was like, fair point enough. So the thing is, right, the word lolly is so hard to like have a definite answer to it. Even if like if you have an Obaba or a character, or anime character who is like 100 years old, 1,000 years old, 1 million years old, if her height is short and she look young and she act like a child, people will still gonna call her a lolly. Which is like, what the hell am I even coming across? Like, you know, like in Hololive when we got Lapras, we got Nikke, we got a lot of character, and they are still technically can be called lolly. Although Lapras is mostly called as Kusokaki. And Kaki itself, the word itself, right? The Kaki means young bastard. Young kids. Kaki is always referred to young kids. And Kuso is just basically a bastard. So when you call a Kusokaki, it's just basically calling someone a little bastard. So the thing is, right, it's so hard to understand the word lolly without knowing like there is so many different definitions to the word lolly, to the point that even when I was like doing the research, I was like so confused on what is the right answer. And as time passed by, I feel like at the end of the day, when people start making noise about lolly in recent months, I was like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just have it, because I just feel like I need to get it out of my chest, because it was so confusing. It was so like, what the heck am I even reading? What the heck am I even researching? That took me like freaking, I can't recall how long did I research that on though. I can't recall. It took me quite a long while. Like, because sometimes when I have to wait for the professor reply, I was like, it took me quite a while. Even the professor was like, yeah, let's not talk about it. It's like, it's so confusing. So at the end of the day, I initially like at the start of the random chat, I basically said that I do research on it. I was so against uploading that, but at the end of the day, I just upload it because I feel like people have been either misusing the word lolly or overuse the word lolly, or giving like questionable meaning to the word lolly, that it's just like, what the heck am I even going about? Trailers, how's the day? Just discussing about some word, but it's just that the word lolly itself, right? It's just that the word lolly is just so like, there's so many different meanings to the word lolly. And the funny thing is that when I was researching, I realized that there is the Western view on lolly, and there is also the Japanese term on lolly. Because from what I've seen, initially Western people, majority of them initially, although in recent months they kind of like has split, like the word lolly mean girls who are short along the line. The only issue with that is that initially people think that lolly was just CP. And I can't really blame them for that, because the word lolita complex or the word lolicon was actually meant to be calling up people who are into young girls. And the fun thing a lot of people tend to understand is that when I say the word lolicon, it doesn't mean that the person is into CP. No. Lolicon complex mean that the person is having interest in a young girl, but it doesn't mean that the person is a predator, which was like very confusing when I was like looking up through it. But I end up realizing that it just means that the word lolicon it can also mean that anyone can be one. It can also like, and the funny thing is, right, if a guy get called lolicon, people are just going to call him a predator. But what if a girl is being called a lolicon? Does that mean the girl is a predator? So it was so confusing at the time when I was like, it's like initially I thought it was initially I thought the word, like when I was doing research on the word lolly, when I was gonna do a random check on lolly, I thought I was like, okay, this is gonna be a questionable rabbit hole. Little do I know, it was not a freaking rabbit hole. It was never a rabbit hole. It was the abyss.
Papa, I really want to go.
Tired already?
Too tired now. Bye bye.
Go ahead and have a good rest, Ji-san.
My brain is not taking anything in right now. So bye bye.
Yeah, go ahead and sleep. But yeah, sorry that I have to like talk about this kind of random topic. It's because it's so frustrating. When I was like the frustration when I was doing the research on it, it was so confusing even for me at that time though. Excuse me. So at the end of the day, I still end up releasing that random chat. At the end of the day, I still end doing the release the random chat topic. Was it a good one? I mean, like, if possible, I would try to at least give. Like, I always try to give an answer and then let people decide on it, but. Like, at the end of the day, I couldn't even give an answer, and there's like no. Like, there's no one able to come up with a definite answer as well. Like, it's just confusing. You have to understand. In Japan, when they say loli means soju, it can also mean that age 14 all the way to age 25, it still can be called loli. And because there is no definition on the person's height, so even if a person is 175 and her age is like within that range under 25, they can still be called loli. And I was like, I was so confused about the word. It's just confusing. It was like it baffled me at the time about their definition of loli, because they said that if they use the word Eugene only, okay, case solved. But precisely if we say that soju itself, with no understanding on the word, does that refer to height or age? That's confused me a lot. Like, it confused me so much to the point that initially I was like, I was under debate with the freaking professor as well about, does that mean like it's instantly UGN because the word soju can also mean UGN? Because the thing is, right, if the girl is 25 years old, her height is like her height is short that make her look like a young girl, that's still called loli. Like, they never like the old original, the word lolita itself, it never gave a definition of like loli mean young girls. It just, people in Japan at the time use it to refer to little girls. And as time passed by, people add in new meaning, add in new definition to the word loli, that I couldn't find the original source. I couldn't find like who was the one who added the definition to it. I couldn't find whatsoever. It just somehow it became like the norm. It became the meaning for it. So it was so confusing. It was so like it was. So at the end of the day, it just became one of the moments where I did like, it's the reason why I was like at the time so against like releasing that, doing the random check in the first place though. It blushing off again. 何そりゃ。Okay, in case anyone in reality are wondering, I'm playing Nikke on right now. Remarkable, we make it without anyone of us falling behind. What's so remarkable about it? We could have progressed even further if you haven't insisted on taking the front and then falling into the water. I also been meaning to ask you about those wings on your back. Are those just for show? What? What? Decorative? No, I initially given myself an handicap. If it was to make those wings operational, I would be able to clear the dungeon far too easily. It's complete. He completely defeats the purpose of training. She's new to the game. She doesn't know any better. Don't get mad. Huh? You okay, maiden? I'm fine. Let's just go again. Let me take a short break first. May I remind you who suggested we go through this training in the first place? Me. That's right. So let's go. Okay, fine. Are you sure we aren't forgetting anything? Don't make me repeat myself. Let's go. That include you too, partner. But I want to rest for a bit. Vendita, I'm here. Sorry for being late. Guaranteed, maiden. Nemurenai? Where did everyone go? I later found out that they went back into the dungeon without me because they were worried it might be too much for me. Aren't they all so thoughtful? I'm so glad that I chose this party member that I did. Why did they freaking draw a JoJo style art out of nowhere? Why is that out of nowhere JoJo artwork? hand. 5,000 in one run. Oh, hello there, how's it there? Right now I'm just playing Nikke at the moment. Where is Maiden fight time? I don't have Maiden yet. I have to wait. I have to be very careful with... I want to play the minigame later on. At least let me do the finish the dailies. I haven't done the dailies. I haven't done the dailies yet, which is a problem on the way. And because this one is actually fully voiced, so I'm just going to let it run on auto. It's kind of funny that they're actually using Dragon Quest armor set. Objection. Okay, you're just gonna let it auto run. Actually, more like no, I'm gonna skip this part and then at least we're gonna rewatch the front just in case. But after the battle. It'll be much better if we should rewatch from the start. It's not that much, I don't think you guys need to worry. But I should be able to at least finish the dailies. Shimai, let's see. It would be much better if we see the scene.
遠い昔、遥か彼方の銀河系で花咲き乱れる春の国には人々が平和に暮らしていました。暖かい風が運ぶ花の香りに包まれながら、春の国の人々は笑顔で毎日を過ごしていました。ですが、ある日のこと、春の国は突然闇に包まれてしまいました。雪と氷をまとった招かれざる客。 ホワイトアイスドラゴンが現れたのです。春の国に氷の嵐が吹き荒れました。花は枯れ、初めて経験する寒さに人々は凍え、身を震わせました。その口からこぼれる言葉は一つ。誰かが魔王城に住むホワイトアイスドラゴンを倒し、
playing Nikke at the moment. Actually, more like watching some of the Nikke's story.
美しかった春の国を取り戻す勇者を誰もが待ち望んでいたのです。世界の均衡のために存在するもの。ギロチン・デ・メフィストの偉大なる冒険はここから始まります。
ここは。
あ、勇者のお姉ちゃんやっと起きたの？全然起きてこないから。目覚めなさい、勇者よ。そうか、よくあるセリフでも言わないとダメなのかなって思っちゃった。
お前は誰だ？
誰だ？
私？見ての通り、この世界の女神だよ。
この世界の女神？貴様、このギロチンでメフィストがそんな見えすいた手に引っかかると思っているのか？どうやら組織に幻覚剤でも盛られてしまったようだが、この程度の幻覚、舌を噛めばすぐに。
こんな人を勇者として
Instead of pinching herself, she gave herself a bite in the
この
tongue.
世界、このまま滅亡しちゃうんじゃない？
勇者。先ほどから我を勇者呼ばわりしているが、冗談はいい。我を元の世界に返すのだ。
悪いけど、それはできないの。
できない？
お姉ちゃんは元の世界で猫を助けようとしてトラックにひかれて死んじゃったんだもん。
なんだと？我がトラックごときで死ぬはずなかろう。我のボディは天をつくボディなのだぞ。
じゃあトラックじゃなくてアルトアイゼンにひかれたことにする？それも嫌ならウォーブラーに書き込みしながら歩いてたら階段で足を踏み外したとかでもいいけど。
In case, what is that? Basically, the train.
赤い月を見たら
I mean, the ship.
って逆流しちゃったとか？今すぐ思いつくの。
Getting, eventually, like not getting hit by a truck, but you're getting hit by a freaking ship.
アルトアイゼンに引かれたことにするか。それが一番マシだ。
でしょ？じゃ、そういう設定ってことで、今からお姉ちゃんは勇者として冬の呪いを終わらせるための冒険に出るの。それで一つだけ。何かすごい能力が手に入るとしたら何がいい？何でも構わないから言ってみて。
やはりそういう流れだったか。異世界に転移する前にはチート能力を女神から与えられる。それが不変のデスティニー。つまり運命とも言えるだろう。世界を俯瞰する者としてお前に求めよう。地平の彼方までいつでも渡り歩けるよう。このギロチンでメフィストに空間を自在に操る能力、名付けてディメンションフォースを授けたまえ。
ディメンションフォース？お姉ちゃん、どういうこと？
つまり時間とか空間とかを自由に移動する能力だ。
おー、そういうの。
あふん。では頼むぞ。
頼む？
我に能力を与えてくれるという話ではなかったか？
ちょっと気になったから聞いただけだよ。それにさ、お姉ちゃん、
簡単すぎたらつまんないじゃない？
なん
じゃあ始めるよ。待て、シミュレーションスタート。
なんでそれことを。
ディメンションフォースが難しいならせめてクロノブレイクでも。
プレイ。
言い終わる前に放り出されるとは、片翼の魔王を封じたものとしてこれもまた背負うべき宿命なのか。
Teleport from the sky. It's similar to some other game.
それにしてもなんだこの背筋が凍るような。我の勘違いか。しかし見事な景色だ。遥か彼方の地平線が一目で見下ろせる。見下ろす。
That's that thing. when True Blazer entered Pentaconia at the time.
落ちるに決まっているではないか。
The voices do.
衝撃無効化フィールドがなければ即死だった。いくら我でも危ないところだったな。あんな高さから落ちればボディが完全に損壊し、今のように立つことさえままならなかったことだろう。まあ我が衝撃無効化フィールドを展開できないというあくまで家庭の話だがな。
何かがおかしいと感じたギロチンが慌てて自分の体を確かめました。
我はなぜ無事だった？それにこの服装は何だ？女神め、我になぜこのような格好を。このような露出の多いもの、我には似つかわしくないというのに。まあなかなかかっこいいからいいか。おお、あなたは見られていたのか。無様な姿を見せてしまったようだ。今のはだな、ただ新しい技を試して。エルテレマソルース、ホワイトアイスドラゴンを倒しにこの春の国にやってきた。シア、組織の情報部所属であるお前がなぜここに。ですが、なんとも嘆かわしい。あなたは仲間なしです。名もなく死んでゆくでしょう。いくらなんでも仲間なしだと。我にだって仲間と呼べるものがいたはずだ。向かってください。冬の呪いをもたらす根源、あの凍てつく魔王城へ。たとえ仲間なしでも勇者になりたいのならば。凍てつく魔王城、そういえば勇者として冬の呪いを終わらせるとかなんとか言われていたが。
エクシア、危ないので中にいてください。何度言わせるつもりですか？あら、隣のあなたはどちら様ですか？
プリバティ、エクシアだけでなくお前も異世界に転移してきたのか？
はい？私を知っているのですか？村でお見かけしたことはないと思いますが。
このギロチンでメフィストを知らないだと？お前とは裁判所で一度は会ったことがあるはずだが。ああ、そういうことか。 やっと状況が理解できたぞ。我はパラレルワールド、いわゆる平行世界に送られたということだろう。そうでなければあのプリバティがそんなハレンチな服装で外に出てくるはずがない。
誰がハレンチですか。とにかく冒険者様も中に入ってください。外出禁止の時間に出歩いているところを見つかってしまったら。動かないでください。 ACPU です。困ったことになりますから。こんにちはプリバティ。今日も一生懸命パトロールしていたところ騒ぎを聞きつけたので駆けつけました。
組織の犬もいるのか。
その通りです。組織の犬として私ミランダは今日も精一杯活動しています。
どういうことだ。
そんなことよりあなたは見かけない顔ですね。キリ、この方に会ったことがありますか？
はい、ポリならいつも私たちと一緒にいますよね。
そちらではありません。
皆さんも知っての通り、今は組織により定められた外出禁止の時間ですよ。3人とも規則違反で逮捕します。それは私たちは規則を破ったわけではなくて。
プリバティ、言い逃れは許されませんよ。ミランダ、キリ、身柄を確保してください。はい、了解しました。
全員おとなしくしてください。
動くな。
はい。
お前たち一体何者だ。
Oh, signs
な
are
ぜ
so
組織を
serious.
知っている。
一体何者だ？一体何者だと聞かれたら答えてあげるが世の情け。ミランダ。
キリ。
村を駆け回る組織には
Team Rocket reference.
静かな明日が待っています。
ですよ。っていきなり何を言い出すんですか？勢いで私まで変なノリに巻き込まれてしまいましたよ。ですよ。ですよ。
Team Rocket reference. There's so many
とにかく
references in.
話は後で聞きます。おとなしく来てもらいますからね。抵抗するようなら組織の敵とみなされてこの場で処分されることになりますよ。
おとなしくついてこいだと。それはできない相談だな。この世界にも組織の手が及んでいると分かった以上は。
工場が長すぎたせいでしょうか。ポリの銃が
Kill the boss without even
我らが勇者
kill the boss before they say
そのまま
anything.
後ろに吹き飛ばされてしまいました。
Too many
まったく
too many anime
見
reference
て
in
いら
here.
れませんね。
抵抗したらこの場で処分するって確かに言いましたよね。残りの2人も後を追いたくないでしょ。おとなしくしてもらえますか？
ちょっと待って。No one stand against a chance against me. I just realized that you have something like a code. Type a new code, see whether does it work. So enter the code. See. Oh, it actually worked. Nine. Not a lot, but いただきますけど。
Okay, I'm just gonna rush through the story, rush through at least the base story. If not, I feel like I might miss out on the.
感じるぞ。運命が我を呼んでいる。
Just gonna just do this first. But I will watch the story in one shot.
パターンの把握はお済みですね。
I'm gonna rush through the story first, and then I will watch.
指揮官、私たちの冒険はここからです。
But in case anyone wondering, Maiden is one of the characters that always want to get who want who just want the commander to be her husband. You will be sure later on. Oh, wait, just right now, just rushing through the story first. I don't want to like miss out. Because I would want to read through the story as well. And I'll just kind of like letting it run through for a bit. Still got two more. Two more stage. Because the one thing is that I'm afraid is that once
村から少し離れ
the field had changed.
戦闘を始めます。
マナーをチャージします。音を調整してから行く。
One last stage, I think.
勝ったんですね。よかったです。
Yes, one last stage. Because by the time it reset at 4 a.m., then once it reset at 4 a.m., then we'll continue the remaining two trip because that's the limit that I can do right now.
戦闘を始めます。
マナーをチャージします。ヘイトを集めてください。ポーションが欲しい方。ヘイトを集めてください。
敵のシステムに侵入、広域ハッキング完了。
指揮官、私たちの冒険はここからです。
Why does it have music though? I'm curious. 気になります.
Because I don't have more to do the next one, so I'll have to wait until a bit more. But before that happens, what? Is Vinny supposed to be Megumi?
If that's the case, I'll be laughing though. Like seriously, they freaking placed a lot of reference from anime into here, including like earlier when Police and the other appear. It's like they are doing the Team Rockets. Okay, last one. Okay, my eyes. This I believe it was the one. The next one. At least now I can continue watching it without worry too much.
こんなことならエクシアなんて見捨てて教会の中でじっとしていれば。外に出たせいで私までこんな目に。
ガルルルルルルルル、うるさいですよ。では、ミランダ、キリ、今度こそ逮捕してください。はい、逮捕します。ポリ、一つ
つ質問があります。何ですか？プリバティを逮捕することは分かりました。エクシアも逮捕することは分かりました。それで私も逮捕されるべきなのでしょうか？どういう意味ですか？あれ？すみません。こっちじゃありませんでしたね。またそのパターンですか？もう笑いも出ませんね。二人はじっとしていてくださいよ。それから
seriously
この隙に逃げようなんて考えずにおとなしく来てくださいね。全部見えてますから。
ポリがプリバティに手錠をかけようとした瞬間、
待て。
待て。
二人の間に割って入ったのはギロチンでした。
プリバティ、教会と言ったか？
はい、言いましたけど。それよりあなた、さっき頭を打たれたはずでは？
頭を打たれたぐらいで騒ぐまでもない。その程度で我を倒すことなどできん。見るがいい。傷一つない我のボディよ。
そうですね。傷一つありません。
なんだと？もう一度よく見る。本当に傷一つないの？
させよと話かじゃな。ちょっと待って。
はい、無傷のようですけど。
Questioning yourself.
なぜ冒険者様の方が驚くんですか？驚きたいのはこっちです。
無傷だと。これではっきりしたな。この世界での我は無敵ということだろう。
無敵ですか？
気にするな。とにかくプリバティ、一つ提案がある。組織の犬を倒してやる代わりに我を教会に案内してくれ。
はい、組織の犬を倒すって言ってる意味が分かっているんですか？
承諾したということでいいな。心配は無用だ。このギロチンでメフィストに二言はない。組織の犬ども、お前たちも聞いていただろう。今度は容赦しないぞ。今の我には何でもできそうな気がするのでな。
はあ、よくわかりませんが、抵抗するということですよね。お互い不毛な戦いはやめて平和に解決しませんか？今なら警告だけで済ませてあげますよ。
警告か。笑わせる。プリバティ、エクシアを連れて下がっている。我の能力に巻き込まれないようにな。
眼帯に手をかけ、ギロチンが前に出ました。
我、ギロチンでメフィストがこの即死の魔眼でお前たちを葬り去ってくれる。エクスターミネーションプロセス稼働。片翼の魔王、封印解除を要請。
ギロチンが思いつきのかっこいいポーズを決めてエクスターミネーションプロセスを発動させると、
Damn.
びっくりするくらい何も起こりませんでした。
まだ時間がかかりそうですか？
もしもし、イングリッド、我の決め台詞が聞こえなかったか？どうしても目を使わなければならないのだが、イングリッド。
In other use of apology, I have to ask for permission.
世界だということを忘れていた。制限解除要請を承認するイングリッドがいるはずないではないか。仕方ない。我の手で直接禁忌を破らせてもらおう。
はあ、ミランダ、キリ、さっさと逮捕してください。時間がもったいないですよ。それはできません。はい？ じっとしていろと命令されています。もういいですよ。
ポリがギロチンの額に狙いを定めました。
最後の警告です。おかしな話はこれくらいにしておとなしく逮捕されてください。
なあポリよ、ニケにはな、戦いを避けてはならない時がある。それは人に笑われた時だ。
眼帯を外し、ギロチンは呪文を唱えました。
我の体に宿る深い闇の力よ、魔王の翼に宿る孤独なエネルギーの波動よ、今長い眠りから覚め、この哀れな魂に安息を与えよ。エクスターミネーション。
ギロチンが声を上げると彼女の娘から暗黒
Dude,
の波
seriously,
動が放
this.
たれました。効果は抜群でした。波動に触れた瞬間、ポリ、ミランダ、キリは倒れ、それ以上動かなくなりました。
うん、
本当に倒してしまったんですね。
プリバティ、お前も見ただろ。我の見間違いではないな。今我の目から黒い波動がなんだ、体から力が
強すぎる能力には制約がつくものです。魔眼に封印された力を使った反動で、ギロチンは意識を失ってしまいました。
In a level, my companion.
そこまでだ。もうやめろ。
やめろ。でもここでや
A
め
bit
たら
of her
悪
history.
を守れないでしょ。
A corrupted Nikke.
悪を守るか。ニケよ、お前に与えられた命令は何だ。
私に与えられた命令、それはもちろん地上を奪還し過去の栄光を取り戻すことです。そのために今までラプチャーを守り人間を倒してきたのではありませんか。
それが理由だ。任務の実行をやめろ。それが聞けないようなら我は命令通りにお前を処分せざるを得ない。
やめなければ私を処分する。あなたが私を。
そうだ。
ラプチャーを守り人間を倒す。私は与えられた使命を果たそうとしているだけです。どうしてやめる必要があるんですか。
Yeah, that one is corrupted.
私はあなたと同じで命令された通りに動いて
When the Nikke got corrupted, they would just think that Ratchet is the way to go. Well, human is supposed to be
ど
killed.
うして
When it's
私
the
が
other way
処分
around.
されないといけないんですか。
我は
飛び起きたギロチンの顔は柔らかい何かで塞がれていました。
息ができん。
あらあら、ごめんなさい。ちょっと待って、すぐに溶けるわ。落ち着いたかしら。
気をつけろ。町が襲撃を。
あら、勇者様の顔が私の胸に渦まってたこと。
エマの胸。そういうことだったのか。いや、なんでもない。気にするな。
あら、そう？ところで悪い夢でも見ていたのかしら。顔色が良くないわよ。
悪い夢だったか。 心配させたようだな。すまない。
気にしないで。うちの宿に来たお客様だもの。私がお世話するのは当然よ。
宿？
昨日の夜遅くだったかしら。プリバティが急に気を失ったあなたを連れてきたのよ。あなたみたいな小さな冒険者がホワイトアイスドラゴンに立ち向かう勇者様だって聞いて驚いたわ。組織の犬も勇者様が一人で倒したらしいわね。
小さいだと？我の体は我が気を失っていた。なぜだ？
詳しいことは私にもよくわからないけど、後でプリバティが起きてきた時に聞いてみたら？
プリバティもいるのか？
ええ、戻る前に疲れを取ってあげようと思ってスープを作ってあげたんだけど、相当疲れが溜まってたみたいね。一口飲んだらすぐに寝ちゃったのよ。
Cocaine is still too dangerous.
勇者様もお腹が空いてるでしょ。ちょっと待ってて、すぐ朝ごはんにするわ。
エマよ、今は空腹ではないし、教会に一刻も早くたどり着かねばならないのだ。そういうわけで失礼する。
勇者様あら、ちょっと
いっちゃっ
せっかちさんなのね。
緑眼の味覚殺しに出会うとは、危うく煉獄の炎に舌が焼かれるところだった。何しろ人付き合いは誠実にしろと口うるさいあのイングリッドでさえ、エマが料理を持ち込んだ日には会議でいないと居留守を決め込んだほどだ。全力で逃げ出していなければ我の冒険はここで終わってしまっていたことだろう。まあもう過ぎたことだ。エマも悪意があったわけではないだろうからな。それが最大の問題のような気もするが、しかし逃げ出すことに夢中でどこにいるのかわからなくなってしまったな。教会はどこにあるのだ？あれは？
ギロチンの目に留まったのは村の中央にある古い神殿でした。
ラプラス！
ラプラス。
ラプラスの石像がなぜここに？
それはだな、こいつははるか昔から春の国を守ってきた勇者だからだ。
我以外に他の勇者がいたのか？
そうだ。ラプラス、あれほどヒーローになりたいと言っていたが、結局勇者止まりだったな。情けないやつだ。
待て、はるか昔から春の国を守っているというのなら、今は何をしているのだ？なぜ組織の手下どもが我が物顔で歩き回り、冬の呪いも解決されずにいる？
さあな、この村に伝わる話を教えてやろう。よく聞け。ホワイトアイスドラゴンが組織と共に春の国に現れ、冬の呪いが始まったばかりの頃だ。勇者ラプラスは仲間を集めて冬の呪いを終わらせるため旅に出た。勇者たちは組織の四天王のうち最強と名高かった。
I still don't understand why Shifty is the beef. Why is Shifty the strongest?
シフティを打ち倒し、 冬の呪いの拡散を遅らせることができた。しかし仲間が揃っていなかった勇者ラプラスは残りの四天王に敗れ、ホワイトアイスドラゴンの住む魔王城にはたどり着けなかったという話だ。だからお前もそうなりたくなければ、魔王城に行く前に頼りになる仲間を探し出すことだ。
頼りになる仲間か。確かにメイデンもそんなことを言っていたな。冒険は気の合う仲間たちとするものだと。よし、そうとなれば召喚石を使うしかあるまい。お前も来るがいい。我の仲間に合わせてやろう。
それはダメだ。今忙しいからな。
忙しい？そういえばお前はここで何をしていたのだ？
見てわからないか？石像の落書きを消しているんだ。組織のやつらめ、私が落書きする余白を残しておかないとは。
そういうことかい。
落書きした痕跡すらわからなくなるほど綺麗に拭いて復讐してくれる。真の悪であるヴィランがどんなものか思い知らせてやろう。
ギロチンは静かにその場を離れました。その後、ギロチンは人目につかない村の空き地へ移動し、どこからともなくチョークを取り出しました。そして地面に魔法陣を描き、呪文を唱えました。
我ギロチンでメフィストが告げる。汝の身は我がもとに、我が命運は汝に。世界の意志に従い、我が呼びかけに応えよ。我は世界を俯瞰する者。我は片翼の魔王を封印せし者。アークより来たれ、我が友よ。
But the question is, the one who replied.
難しいですね。
難しい。何のことだ？
社長、いつからここに？
呼び出しに反応がないので直接様子を見に来た。ここに来たのは正確に12分5秒前だな。
呼び出しですか？本当ですね。気づいていませんでした。
またゲームか。
She's still into
部屋
gaming.
の掃除ぐらいはしておくことだな。
申し訳ございません。
それで今日は何のゲームだ？
コンバットエースというタイトルです。この戦闘機を操縦して敵機をタクティカルに撃ち落とすゲームです。そう、タクティカルに。
素晴らしいゲームだ。しかしこの間のアイアンパンチはどうした？
あれはもう卒業しました。全キャラが763段に到達したらやることがなくなったので。
763段？よくわからんが、ギロチンとはやらないのか？最近はあいつもゲームに夢中のようだが。
ギロチンですか？
ブラックローズ、頼みがある。
頼み？
仮想戦闘フィールドの中で効率的に動くためのトレーニングをしているのだが、一緒に。
お断りします。
ならば
お断りします。お断りします。
まだ何も言っていないが。
お断りします。
わかったわかった、正直に言おう。
実はファイナルクエストオンラインというゲームを始めたのだが、実力がなかなか伸びないのだ。それで他のプレイヤーからその地雷良くないことを言われたのでな。
はい、本当ですか？初心者にそんなことを言うプレイヤーが？
とにかくブラックローズの知識を我に継承してもらえないだろうか。偶然耳にしたのだ。お前のアバターであるブラックローズはファイナルクエストオンラインにおいて伝説的な存在だと。ただ一度を除いて全ての大型ボスを一人でクリアしているそうだな。まさしく孤独な言霊の使い手らしい。
とりあえず話を聞かせてもらいましょう。転職はどのクラスにしましたか？
クラス？そういえばエオルニアを守るため冒険していた我に転職の手伝いをすると言って多くのギルドが声をかけてきたな。勇者である我の名声を利用するためだと考え全て断ったが。ともあれメイデンよ。まずは我とパーティーというものを組んではくれないか？そろそろ最初のダンジョンに入りたいのだが仲間が誰も、いや我の目に留まった者が誰もいないのだ。
ギロチン、正直に言いますね。
真剣に聞かせてもらおう。
どうして急にゲームを始めたのかは知りませんが、冒険は気の合う仲間たちとするものです。
気の合う仲間たちと。
ですから私ではなく誰か別の人を探してください。あなたと気の合う方を。私はもう誰ともパーティーを組むつもりはありませんから。興味本位で始めたのだと思いますが、そのうち飽きてやめるのではないでしょうか。
興味本位か。そうとは限らないと思うが、私が口を挟む問題でもないか。
お話はそれだけでしょうか。私はゲームに戻りますので。
メイデン、前回の任務失敗の後、無期限の謹慎処分を伝えた時、気楽に過ごせとは確かに言ったが、あまり緩みすぎるな。それで少しは考えが変わったか？
いいえ、変わっていません。
分かった。では今回の件がお前に課せられる最後の任務になるだろ
う。任務ですか？
ついてこい。すまない。メイデンを呼び出すのに時間がかかった。
私も久しぶりにお兄ちゃんと二人きりでお話できたし楽しかったわ。
では全員揃っているな。早速呼び出した理由を話そう。今から12時間前のことだ。新しいシミュレーションシステムのテスト中、ギロチンが無許可で目を使用した。今からおよそ36時間以内に中央政府の事後承認を受けられなければギロチンの脳は破壊処分となる。
Can we get approval straight away?
それが通らない。ギロチンがイレギュラー化していないことが証明できない。それができなければ中央政府の承認は下りない。任務の手順としては簡単だ。シミュレーションシステムに入りギロチンの状態を確認する。その後彼女と共にシミュレーションを退出する。その後イレギュラー化の結果いかんによってはシミュレーションから復帰次第処分が行われることになる。メイデン、万が一ギロチンがイレギュラー化するような事態となれば彼女に対抗できるニケはお前だけだ。 ギロチンに直接手を下さなければならなくなるかもしれん。お前にそれができるか？
私ですか。エクスターナーに所属する者として講師は区別しなければなりません。常に冷静沈着を保ち、アークのために戦う義務があります。私は命令に従うまでです。
お前にはメイデンの支援を頼みたい。ギロチンの状態について判断を任せる。お前の判断が最終決定となる。私はこの件に関して客観的な判断ができないだろうという中央政府の意向だ。では次の説明に移る。インク、新型のシミュレーションについて説明を頼む。
ここからは私が説明するわね。私がシミュレーションルームで退屈な時間を過ごしていた時にふと思いついたの。ニーフに記録されたデータをもとに世界をシミュレーションして、自分にとって一番怖いものをボスとして設定すれば没入感があって面白いゲームができるかもって。それをシミュレーションマーク2ってことにして提出したら、それが通っちゃったの。で、シミュレーションルームマーク2ができちゃったってわけ。ギロチンはその動作テストをしていたところだったの。
つまり今から向かうシミュレーションの世界はギロチンのニンフにあるデータをもとに作られているということですね。
話が早いね。その通りだよ。シミュレーションを始めたらすぐにわかるよ。
出るときはどうすれば？
普通のゲームと同じね。ラスボスを倒すか、システム画面を開いてシミュレーションを終了すればいいだけ。
思ったより簡単そうですね。
そうでしょ。でもどういうわけかギロチンがシミュレーションから戻ってこないの。あそこの装置見える？あれを使えばお姉ちゃんとお兄ちゃんもシミュレーションの世界に入れるわ。無理やり外しちゃうと脳がどうにかなるかもしれないから気をつけてね。シミュレーションの中の時間は現実の2倍速で設定されてるわ。つまりシミュレーションの中での1日は現実では12時間ってこと。わかるでしょ
？36 hours. That means we have 3 days.
はい。ですが不安ですね。シミュレーションの世界がどうなっているか。
ほらほら、始める前から弱音を吐かないの。きちんと装着できた？準備ができたら始めるよ。シミュレーションスタート。
Roman children are coming from this world. Dude, there are just so many references from anime for this one though. Was that it? I forgot there was this one as well. I wonder if I got enough time to do this. At least one would be good enough. I don't mind just using Cinderella. The question is, do Scarlet want to go first or do she gonna let me? Modelia. Are we gonna fight the long one?
役立たずは楽園から王国を脅かす者だ。進化花に10日のくれ
Okay,
ない
shit.
この剣で全てを切る。ちょっと待って、ダメだ、確かめるから。役立たずは楽園から王国を脅かす者だ。進化のやりよう。役立たずは楽園から王国を脅かす者だ。花に10日の紅だし、この剣で全てを切る。役立たずは楽園から王国を脅かす者だ。進化のやりよう。一番美しい世界ね。役立たずは楽園から王国を脅かす者だ。花に10日の紅だし、この剣で全てを切る。戦時中の私も美しいわ。役立たずは楽園から王国を脅かす者だ。進化のやりよう。今こそコンチル、集中攻撃の時ですわ。役立たずは楽園から王国を脅かす者だ。進化のやりよう。花に10日の紅だし、満開。こんな風に打てばいいんでしょうか。役立たずは楽園から王国を脅かす者だ。進化のやりよう。今こそコンチル、集中攻撃の時ですわ。美しい物語だったわ。大満足よ。
Where's the boss we're not gonna say this round? Quick point win. Didn't really be on my schedule for that dude. Red hood, so mine is D. We're gonna last one round or all the way 3 minutes. Okay.
の私どう？セクシーすぎる。今日の私どう？セクシーすぎる。さっさと始末して帰ろうぜ。
Madaria is. Don't hit it, don't hit it. Madaria is not around. Because Madaria is not around. No, don't hit it. We're not hitting it. Madaria is not hitting. So how the hell you survive? So how the hell she survived? Yeah, Madaria was not around. Either she got DC or something along the line. But I should be able to hit at least 3. Oh, hey, there's a quick clock in. Technically I can use either, but against these balls, we're gonna fight that shoot a whole lot. Could she use it again, the first? Oh, we are skipping. Dude, we are skipping though. No one is hitting though. Yes, I saw the signal. Normally when they drop the signal, it means that we are skipping. Alright, at least I didn't. I thought I was gonna miss that one, so... Not kidding, I didn't miss that. Cool, 1. Wait, what? It was just only one Pro though! I would take that anytime. It was just one random Poo. Damn my life. I'm worried for my other game luck. Raptor. Alright, just I don't think it's 61 minutes. It's 1 more minute. Okay. Explosion! Let's do it now. Dude, the number of elimination. The number of eliminators. Wait. Must I make an appearance? Maji? Okay, now I'm curious. My friend from. Oh, she's the one. From children are coming from this world? Or was it B? Let me see. Is it A or is it B? This one is based on another anime that I like a lot.
ギロチン、なんでそんなに嬉しそうなんでしょう。そのコスチュームは何ですか？なぜファイナルクエストオンラインの初期勇者の格好？
それはだな、どう説明するべきか。このような姿でいるのは我の意志ではなく、おやおや、しかしメイデンよ、お前の衣装も相当なものではないか？
私は別に。
Dragon Quest。
何ですかこれは？ニブルヘイムの資材セット。
何かすごいのか？
もちろんです。ヒーラークラスの最強装備ですよ。いつの間に変わったのかは置いておくとして、どうして私がこの格好を？
転移する過程でシステムが介入し、異世界にふさわしい姿に変えられたのだろう。まあ似合っているから悪くないと思うぞ。友の方もな。
I'm a fool. Nice.
ヘルヘイムの全身鎧セット。
The number of anime reference in this seriously.
解説を頼む。
その全身鎧セットはですね、私のキャラクターブラックローズも使うタンカークラスの最強アイテムであり、悪名高いボスのもので、ギミック攻略に向いたクラスは。
I mean, now you look at it, that definitely is Dragon Quest, I
な
must
ぜ
say.
こんな説明が必要になるんですか？そもそもここはどこでしょう？
How am I doing? Just doing. It's just another Nikke. What team should you start with?
指揮官見えますか？
Which team you should start out with, Carl? Normally I would definitely say like which character do you have on hand though?
宿屋です。あそこに冒険者協会まで。
Because there is like some character you want to have is definitely if you have a healer in your team that would be good, but you still have to like give me an understanding of what kind of team do you have, like what kind of character you have on your team though, or in your arsenal.
私は決めました。
What decision?
私は一生ここで指揮官と暮らします。
Come again?
私たちの新居にふさわしい場所を探
Yeah,
し
based
ます。
on your character you have on your hand, I would have to help you to build up a team properly that you want to go for. And yeah, Maiden is really like where we'll build our honeymoons. Like, dude, seriously, where do we get married for goodness sake?
ふむ、悩ましいな。メイデンがあの服装では血のように赤きバラの審判者と呼べなくなってしまった。氷のごとく青きバラの審判者？それとも冷徹なる審判者か？勇者の仲間として誰からも敬服されるような異名を考えねば。
そうだ、よく聞け友よ。我はホワイトアイスドラゴンを撃つ勇者として選ばれ、この世界に転移した。召喚に応じた友たちもまた我と共に世界を救う運命なのだ。となればそれにふさわしい二つ名が必要であろう。友にはどのようなものがいいだろうか。
Why don't you stay here and mow that over there while I go do for my bed?
黒き死神の友か、ラプチャースレイヤーか、それとも
Oh, good life, bud. There you are.
指揮官、ここはおかしいですね。
What is it?
このシミュレーションの世界は間違いなく完璧です。ゲームに出てくる村そのものと言ってもおかしくありません。ですが、だからこそおかしいんです。ギロチンの妊婦のデータから作られた世界のはずなのに、この再現度の高さはどういうことでしょうか。
Natimati-san, if you need me to help you come up with a thing, it would be best you. What kind of team do you have on your hand so that I can help you there?
ギロチンがですか？
Because most people who start out don't have too much of arsenal, so it would be best just use whichever you have on hand. Although, based on what your team have, there is a thing that most people need to understand, which is basically the making sure you can use burst as much as you can. So, right after this story part, so far you got Lapi, Anis, Nia, Rapunzel, Snow White from the second year. Oh, that's good. You can use Rapunzel as your number one. Snow White can be a very good character to have.
ですから全員でラスボスを倒してシミュレーションから帰りましょう。
Okay, I will right after this part, after this story part, I will explain there is an issue why one need to be careful with the character build.
できるわけがないでしょ。指揮官と二人きりならもっと良かったのですが、まあそれは良しとします。これが最後ですし、楽しくいきましょう。さあ、私たちの戦いはこれからです。
They seriously even had that in.
漆黒の断罪者、絶望の騎士、いや罪悪の解放者。やはり友に与える二つ名はなかなか決めがたいな。すまない、友を失望させてしまったか。
Oh, there's something you mentioned earlier on is integrated. You say you were chosen by the hero that defeat the White Dragon.
それこそ我ら宿命の三人がここに集った理由なのだ。
And is the White Ice Dragon the final boss?
ホワイトアイスドラゴン。初耳ですね。ギロチン、ボスのパターンや弱点は把握済みですか？
ボスのパターン？なんだそれは。
初心者に罪はない、初心者に罪はない。
とりあえずは教会でホワイトアイスドラゴンの情報を探ろうと思っていたのだが。
確かに教会なら何か情報がありそうですね。
アイスローズよ、お前も分かってくれるか？
はい、アイス何ですか？
メイデン、驚くな。この世界では組織と教会が表で動いているのだ。お前があれほど否定していた存在がね。
指揮官、教会に行って 情報を得る必要もありますが、その前にギロチンに何か武器を持たせましょう。何も持っていませんよね。
なぜそのような必要がある？何かあった時は即死の魔眼を使えばいい。すでに組織の犬どもをそれで倒してきた。
指揮官、そういうわけですから、教会へ行く道中でお金を稼いで武器を買いましょう。それからギロチンに伝えてもらえますか？今後は即死の魔眼を使わないように。すでに発動させていますから、当分使えないとは思いますが。
Alright. Launcher coming from this on the B. Alright. Just to explain the issue about building a character, right? Normally I would recommend going for all the the SR character, because they are the only one who you can level up to level 200 at the maximum. Although mine is already over 400, so that's one thing. One thing a lot of people need to understand that it's fine for you to level up any character in the game. You just level them up. There is something right at the top here called level reset. It is meant for you to reuse the material. So, example, if normally we would say that level up all the SSR, but you need to be like, they have to be like at least triple star. Like 1 star you can level up to like there's like 80, 120, 160 and 200. So 2 star is only up to a maximum of 160, while you need to level up the maximum 200. So you need to have a character up to like a triple star. And the only way to get is basically SSR. So once you level them up to level 200, even if you got like material used on other character, that is like some of the character you level them up. So for example, if I got so many other character, I go and level them up along the line. If you can still level them out, but once you reach the maximum, you want to use the bag, you just click on the level reset. It will give you back character, like it will give you back all the material. It will give you back everything. I can't really like even if let's say for example I level it up, so I use up all the material. All I just need to do is just reset it. I gain back all my material. So don't worry about using the material, because you're going to gain back what you lost. It's just that you just need to use the reset. You just need to use the go. So this is just an example. I'm just using it so it's fine for me. So once you reset it, you get the material back. You can use it for others. So just level up at least 5 characters. Like that's the reason why I recommend people to level up go first. Those that you can at least up to 3 star. At least this is the maximum 3 stars. So don't worry about your leveling. Just level them out first. Because at the end of the day, your top 5 level character, like the top 5, once you put it at the top 5, the single device will immediately synchronize at least. Okay, the top 5, the lowest level will be the bare minimum. So let's say for example you have like 19, 35, 35, 35, 35, 34. If you put any other character in like in the same, you'll be all 34, the lowest level count. But try to level them all in equal up to a maximum of level 200. The maximum is 200 no matter what. So once you reach at least 5 character 200, the synchro will change to everyone to be the same level. So that's the reason why mine is already over 400. But for now, for new players, don't worry too much on that. The 200, just in for at least SSR that you can get up to 3 star. That's the main point. Now, base equipment, don't worry too much. Just make sure that when you can do, once you can do something called intersection. Intersection is where you start fighting a lot of boss. Normally I would say like you fight against level D, then level S, then after that intersection EX. Once you can kill every single thing, then if you want to really go daring for it, then you can go for these balls. But most of the balls you need to be at least around 350 and above to at least survive in some form. If not, it's just basically a waste. So once you're able to do all these, you will able to start building up your character to have better equipment, better everything, and you once you build everything up, you can go for it. Now the second thing about building team, right? I don't think there's like anything about wrong whichever character you want to go for, as long as you follow the rule of either 2-1-2 or 1-2-2. Basically, when you go to skill, I'm blocking at the moment, so give me a while to move to the side here. So basically, in the character set, right under the equipment, there is something called skill. So as skill, they will indicate, like, all the characters will indicate like they are either 1 or a chain 2 or a chain 3. Here's the problem about chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3 is that you have to read through the skill. Some of the characters have a cooldown of 20 seconds. Right here, it's like here for like for her, she got 20. Then if I got another character here, also 20. Some character have up to 40 seconds. There are cases where 60 seconds or 50 plus seconds, depend on the character. So you have to look at that. Now the reason why I say the rule of 2-2-1, 2-1-2 or 1-2-2 is that sometimes you want chain 1, chain 2, chain 3 all in one shot. So for that to happen, it's basically like you want to make sure that when you get your burst out, you want to have your character to start using burst as soon as possible. Which is the reason why you need to have like character, like for example, if I have 5 characters in the team, if one of the character, let's say for example I got Little being at 20 seconds, I can use any other character like chain 2. For example, if I use a character chain 2 under chain 2, I can use Sandy as a chain 1. Then I can go to any character with chain 2. Most of my character I use is always chain that. But okay, for example, I'm using Biscuit. If I'm using Biscuit have a cooldown of 40 seconds. Then I can go and build a team with that in mind. So for example, if I go with that first one, I will have Sandy as the first one. Then after that, I will have Biscuit. That's my Biscuit. I will have Biscuit. And now the next character I look into basically the skill like Area, which is also another 40 seconds, so I can use. But that doesn't mean that I have to use Area. If I got a character that have like 20-second cooldown for chain 2, I can still use her in the chain. So for example, like earlier, Naga is 20-second cooldown, I can use for that. Now, normally you want to go with, you can even go with like, there are cases where some people go with such build where basically like, they can go with 2 chain 1, 1 chain 2, or even like, one of the popular team would be Tia, where she can chain 1 to chain 1 again. In case anyone want to know what is like chain 1 to chain 1, it's basically like once she uses her ability, her skill is basically 1 maintain. There is something called 1 maintain. So you have to be very careful on that because it doesn't chain to chain 2. So you have to read through some of the skill carefully. Like, do they go for chain 1 to chain 1 or chain 2 to chain 2? Like this one is 40 seconds. So if it doesn't, basically you want to make sure that you want to use full burst. So that being said, so there are cases where people use like, let's say, like mentioned earlier, like a chain 1. So it's a 1-2. If I'm going to go with a 1-2-2, so basically it would be like 1 and a 2 with another 2. So it will be this 2-2. Now the issue with chain 3, right, is that other than Wraithwood, like all the characters always have a 40-second cooldown. Like all characters for chain 3. Most of it's like I never really seen a chain. It's always like 40-second cooldown and then 40-second cooldown, 40-second cooldown. So that's the reason why like chain 3 is always a 2. You want to have 2 characters with chain 3. So it's like basically you can only play around is chain 1, chain 2 only. only chain 3 you have to make sure that these 2 is basically your higher damage dealer or whatever, and then they will be going around. So if you got, let's say for example, if you got Snow White, you mentioned it's the anniversary, so you got Snow White, and then for chain 1 I believe you got Rapunzel, the one that you mentioned would be the original one. So if you got this one, don't need to worry because she is a 20-second. With Snow White, her burst is basically a 40-second. So now the problem with building this team, right, is that because Rapunzel is technically a 20-second cooldown, so you can just go with 1 to 2. So the third character, if you can get a chain 3 SS gold, we are not go for any of the character that is given to you. If you got Alice, you go for Alice. You got Helm, you go Helm. You got any of the character that is a 3-star, go for it. So for example, in this case, let's say that we're using Alice for it. Now for 2 doesn't mean that you have to go for a character that is 40-second cooldown. No. If you got a character that gives you, like, let's say for example, like Senti is another 20-second cooldown on the chain 2, it's fine. You can even, if that's the case, you got chain 1, chain 2, both of them at 2020. That means that you can even, if you are feeling daring, you can just the last slot can be anyone. If you want to go for a triple chain 3, by all means go ahead. But often more than not, I would recommend at least one healer in the team, but since you got Rapunzel is the support, then in this case you can go for either character that help to build damage, such as Mash, you can go with L, we can go with even like Lupi or even Nero. They are great support. So it kind of depends on which character you have, but often more than not, it depends on which character you have on hand and which kind of luck that the game gives you. So in a way, it kind of like depends on which one you're going for, which kind of build you're going for. At the end of the day, it's depends on which character you want to revive to go for. There's nothing wrong with going like Pacific one you want to go for. So even like in this case, since I really have like most of the character I have, except for 2 of the newest for some reason, my luck wasn't that good anyway. So you just do a 10 pull. Like if you got multiple pull, keep it, save it. But most of the time, Alice, Naga, Little is really one of the popular choice around. But if not, you can just keep the point. Don't need to use immediately use it. From what I do know is that they will change the team time to time. So depends on which character you want, but most of the time, Little and Naga, these 2 is one of the popular choice among other people. Even I used Little a lot back in the past, and Naga, I'm using her a lot recently though. So if you need support, I think for now you can go for Naga because you already got Rapunzel as the number 1 chain 1, so you can just go for Naga, or at least you will need a DPS in your team at the moment. So these 2 is more than enough. So it kind of like depends. If not, go to revise playlist. Try to go for one that you want to go for. Which like if you want to go for waifu, go for waifu. If you want to go for you want to go for a character that look good, by all means go ahead, there's no one stopping you. So at the end of the day, it still depends on which character you want to go for. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's do that one time for fun of it. I mean, I think I did get one go for one random pool. And in case anyone want to know, does it mean that all the purple with SL are bad? Not really. Early game like Lapi is also a good choice to have, considering that she is a chain 3 with 40-second cooldown on her end, so she is quite reliable at the start of the game. But once you reach to the end game, you'll notice that I tend to build all the SSR. Like most of the SSR is like technically the end game. Purple, not really. Like, how do you get a purple SR to be good? But that doesn't mean that all the SSR are good. some of the SS aren't as good as you guys might think. Like literally, some of them are actually like having questionable ability, so it kind of depends on which one you want to go for. But basically, just make sure that when you go for the chain, you have to make sure it's like most of my team is basically one. It's like 1-2-2, 1-2-2 or 2-2-1 along the line. Like this, like in a way you can notice that most of the team is like this one is like two chain one chain 2 and 2 chain 3, or you can go with one chain, like basically one chain 1, 2 chain 2 and 2 chain 3. There's nothing wrong with that. But to all the new players who not sure about why does the burst matter a lot, is when you go to like during a fight or any battle. Let's say for example, let's say I'm going to a boss fight. If I'm going to the boss fight, let's say for example I'm using a chain 1 with chain 2 with chain 3 with Red Hood. Red Hood is a special case where she can use any of the chain depending on how you want to use her. So she can be a chain 1, she can be a chain 2, or that case she can be a chain 3. That's under her ability, which is basically like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 being the burst itself. So, and her ability does kind of like depending on like if using step 1, step 2, or is the step 3 itself. So the more burst it's like you want to use the burst as soon as possible, because that's where your team is doing a lot of damage, as well as doing like when the support is acting their support, attacker is doing attacking skill along the line. So take note on this part of on my left, right on on my right side of the screen. That is the bar for the burst. So if you guys see here, there is the burst. Normally burst feel pretty fast. So once you reach up, here's the chain 1. So you have to activate it, let it activate 1 and then chain 2, and after that chain 3. Now do take note. Here's the fun part about why chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, like why 2-2-1, 2-1-2 or 1-2-2 work a lot better, or why you want to burst as soon as possible, is that normally when you kind of use out the bar within the 10-second bar, and then once you reach the next chain already, your burst up already. Your burst is ready. So you will notice that depending on how you go for it, you want the burst to be up by and ready by then. And then after you see the chain 2 of the next change, your burst up already. And that's when your damage starts to appear. If you don't use the burst as much as you can, like normally you can like set it to like self-tagging, like to prevent yourself to overusing too much burst at a time. But it kind of like depends, like if you don't use the burst as much as possible, because that's when your team doing a lot of damage at one shot. So basically that's how the game works though, in case anyone are interested. So in case anyone wondering, this is basically the reason why I say like the burst matter a lot. And then the cooldown up, and then let it use. And then if I want to manually use my burst, just remove the auto battle. Oh no, I should be able to reach at least 600. Okay, well, 600, nice. So basically that's how it... Those laser, I believe it's Cinderella. Cinderella is the one that we use the best.
や学校生活を最後くらいは綺麗に残したいんだ。
美しい物語だったわ。
So basically, when you have the burst up, you'll be doing like a lot of damage though. You can just basically see the team doing a lot of damage as compared to when you are not even using the burst at all. And in case anyone want to know, is it really true that the burst do a lot of damage? I will show you. It's in the ability. It's within the ability indicating that you want to activate all the way to the full burst. So once you activate all the way to the full burst, that is when majority of the character will activate the number 1 and number 2 special skill a lot of time. So for example, like this character, affect all allies, activate when entering full burst. Or even like her case, activate when firing the last bullet, or sometimes manifest during like manifestation. And how do you activate the manifestation? The freaking ability. You have to use the burst. So often more than not, like majority of the character, they will indicate like their full, some of the ability they do like activate, like this one also like saying activate when you using full burst, increased crit rate, increased damage. So you often more than not, you have to like read through the ability, which character like normally like chain 1 strawberry field, activate when entering full burst, defense increase. Activate when being attacked during full burst, recover HP. So imagine if I don't activate full burst, she won't activate her ability. So that's the reason why even if you use the burst itself, if it's not a full burst with chain 1 to chain 2 to chain 3, it won't activate. So basically the ability is redundant. So at the end of the day, the way to improve damage is making use of the full burst mechanic before you consider like what is the team you want to go for. Element of the like every character have an element, yes, that's true, because like when you fight against the boss, you want to use an elemental that is like strong against it. But basically that is only when you have a lot of character like me to kind of like do that job. But if not, just do whichever character you have on hand, build the team that you can go for. If you got Snow White as your chain 3, go ahead. She can do as a support and DPS at the same time. If you got Rapunzel as your chain 1, let her build her up, and then she'll be your healer and shield at the same time. So I don't think you need to be like, hey, I need to do all this whatsoever. But just build on team that you have on hand. Then in future, once you get more character, then you can slowly build on from that. If not, just go with the one that you have on hand first. So I don't think you need to worry too much on that. This is basically how I play Nikke, and that's one of the way. And in case anyone wondering, did I use that level reset was bad? Yeah, they give 10 every single time. So to me, I'm fine with using it as a explanation. So there's not really lost for me. Okay, let me move myself back to this area. So yeah, in case anyone need more information, that's basically the base, the gist of it, and hopefully anyone who understand, don't think too much about stepping into the game itself, just understand the base. Just understand the baseline, and that's all you need to know. Then for the next thing is that you want to, as you level your character, the 3 things you need to level up is not just the leveling. The equipment itself, again, I'm blocking, so yeah, the equipment is important. And leveling of the skill is also important as well. So the material you still have to, like, basically you have to do the dailies and whatnot. So just once you unlock the art and once you unlock the stimulation room, do those. It will give you the material. I'm doing the overclock, so if you can't do overclock, don't do overclock. Basically the material will give you material to level your character, skill material to level up your character skill. So we should do stimulation room, do all this daily, and don't just think that over one day you can level up everything. It is a accumulation of many days playing the game to build up to a strong team. So that being said, I think that should be at least the bare minimum that you need to know. Because I've been playing Nikke since day one, in case anyone interested, so yeah. At least I would definitely say that playing it does have a lot there.
次はもっと性能をどうしてオーバークロックせっかくオーバークロックしたのにこんなにつまんないなんてあれもうここまで来たのこれってオーバーってお兄ちゃんが簡単に勝っちゃいそうね
You can just see, even if like not boss fight, right? Even if it's just not boss fight, even if it's just a normal fight, you will not. You can just not take the chain 1 to chain 2 to chain 3. Like you just see the boss HP, it dropped not a lot at the start, even before the chain. Like before the chain, you see it's not a lot, but once you activate the burst, look at the number drop. You will notice that the HP is dropping way faster when you're using your burst. That's the reason why like activating full burst mechanic is always the best way to go, especially when playing this game. And for more than not, that's the way to go. Yeah, I think that you should be you will be able to get it based on all the ticket and games and whatnot. And if you're going to put on, but yeah, I think you should be able to at least get most of them. Even like the current banner character, the special banner character are also good as well. I'll get this one. Because based on the early part of the game, you should be able to get a lot of the ticket. Like on the recruit side, Rainbow 1 and the Gem keep it for those kind of special, for this kind of special pool. It's much more worth it because it's the limited edition one. But if you got like most of the character, just choose like which one you want to go for, which one if you like a specific character, pull for that specific character. If you want to go for a specific waifu or whatsoever, like you like that character a lot, go ahead. Then after that you just do a pool. Don't do the 1 day per pool, just go for recruit 10 in one shot. You should be able to get a lot of the blue ticket. The blue ticket is the one for this one. If not, sometimes when you add friends, right, you exchange for HUD. The HUD one will give you additional pool, although the possibility is way lesser to get an SSR, but it's basically the reason for that is that you want to do as much pool as possible. You want to do as much pool as possible to exchange for something called right here, right at my ears area, this point. The point here, right, is that I know most people will go for the console just to increase your whole team. Instead of using that, go for this one. Exchange the points for this one, because the more you exchange, once you get 50, you can use this to easily get SSR. Although there is still a chance of getting a purple, which is kind of around 39%, which is still high, but a high chance of getting SSR tend to be a good way to go. So don't waste your point on any other. Just if you want to go for collection of a character, go for that. At least that's another bare minimum. That's another information that most people tend to miss out on. Another way of getting more character is basically through ticket exchange. Like every time when you exchange a specific like when you like do a 10 pool on the standard banner pool or the limited edition pool, you'll get additional ticket. Often more than not, when you got enough ticket, you can immediately exchange for them. Or depending on which one you want to go for, you can go for it. But like I mentioned, it's very like the ticket is very limited because like you need, in order to exchange for one, you need to do like 2 top. You need at least 200 pool. You need at least 200 pool to exchange for one SSR, which is insane hard. But once you can do that, just go for whichever character in the exchange ticket, and you can just exchange it directly. There's no need to worry. So it's gonna take quite a while. It just take quite a while, but other than that, I think you don't need to worry about all the characters. Even I myself, at this showcase, I have 2 characters that I don't have. One being Rumani, in case anyone is interested, as well as what was the other one though? Fora, the one that was the last banner. I couldn't get her. So yeah, other than that, I think I don't think you need to worry. Like even when I say it's the last banner, other than some specific limited edition, like this 3 is gonna be limited. You mean that they won't appear in the standard banner, but most characters will always appear in the standard banner. So it kind of like depends on which one. Just make sure that whenever you want to know are they gonna be appearing in limited edition, just go to system, go to update, and they will indicate like something along the line like limited time from the end recruit rule. In the update, like for example, like Maiden Ice Road will not be available. So often more than not, if you want to go all in, make sure that you get the character you want, and then just keep them for collection. If not, if you love this kind of character, just go all in. By all means, go ahead. For me, I'm more on just collection for now. So some of the characters I have, I will go for it. If other than that, I already got quite a lot of strong team in my team, so I don't really. Unlike Cinderella, which is one of the good characters so far. So if anyone got any of the character that is a premium games, if you got Modelia or Isabel or even Cinderella, they are very good character to have. So they are one of the strongest teams. I mean, like it's Isabel so far. Yeah, my luck on getting Isabel is one of the highest though. But yeah, it depends on your luck though. Just make sure that you do. If you can do a pool, just do a pool. If not, just keep it. Don't need to worry too much on that. Alright. I also need to do Depeche. I wonder if the Depeche really over already. Then I can do it. 5 more minutes ka. Okay, I'll do it for 5 more minutes for that. Yeah, maybe I should continue the story on the next stream. Just gonna. Also do the event if you can. The event tend to give quite a lot of freebie, nice freebie. I see the shiny over here. Any more shiny around? There seems to be one.
Oh, wait. There's, oh, Sunny is right here.
冒険に出かける準備はいいか？寂しいほど冷え冷えとした世界だな。感じるぞ、運命が我を呼んでいる。あなたに勝利をお願いしました。
Not. Okay, yeah, never mind. Enhance.
Some of us live small, some of us never outside the pond. Then there's a swimming in the big ocean, living life some can only dream. Are you ready to live your greatest sleep? Chances are this could be your lucky night. 店長なら Inside, take a seat, can you feel a dream?
In case anyone wondering why I'm doing this one is for the so-called the trust increase level, but it's kind of funny that when you increase the trust level, they also increase stat. Okay, it does increase the stat. Attribute, you can just see the higher the bond, the higher the attack bonus, everything it does have. As you can see, there is an increase. So, if also, don't forget to do bonding because the bonding does increase, alright? So everything one start zero bond start with 0, and then once you actually increase the bond, increase as well. So yep, that's at least the baseline. Then you just choose for the collection. Right, this one is max up. Asking for more freebie car. Not my problem then. Fishies as well, peppy. Alright, that one is done. You still have the Depeche. Okay, done. Refresh again.
Okay, I will try use Nagaren. I don't want to use chain tree. But the question is that will they want Diesel or do they want Naga Breeder? Or will they even skip? I'm using Naga because her ability is really good as a support against Mondalia though. I'm not sure whether the whole team want to go for that. Okay. It's a skip. I guess anyone wondering, at least one is a maintained one, so you need at least another one in the team. I kind of like amazed that no one actually noticed that. I can use this though. I mean, we got Lita and Naga, both of them covered recovery, so. Oh, we are not skipping. Dude, you still managed to break through. That's me. Time to recover some. It's not recovering. should almost meet that.
学校生活の思い出一緒に花見でもどうだ。
一撃で切ってやろう。
学校生活の思い出最後くあっという間にいただくわよ。学生の本質を見せてあげる。
I think the Riho kind of like give out. Never really seen the Riho attack
一緒に
at
花
the
見でも
moment.
どうだ。練習も実践も変わらないね。
To check it later on.
今日の野外授業はここまで。
Yeah, Riho is not attacking at all. The Riho want to skip out the other. He just want to say, yep, let's just skip it anyway. Okay, let's see. Cinderella in the tow team. I mean, I can use Noah if, but Noah is 40-second though. Or was it 20-second? I can't recall. At least Naga can heal the team, which is technically a good support. The only thing is that the cover never recovered, so that's kind of like problematic. Oh, we're gonna. Is the team skipping or is the team killing?
学校生活の思い出最後くらいは綺麗に残したいの。力の限り美しくあった。
Oh, we are taking it out.
School 生活の思い出最後くらいは綺麗に残したいの。行くぞこやつめ。 学校生活の思い出最後くらいは綺麗に残したいの。行くぞこやつめ。
Okay. So the one is gonna be.
学校生活の思い出最後くらいは綺麗に残したいの。
I don't want to use the burst.
学校生活の最後くらいは綺麗に残したいの。行くぞ子役練習も実践も変わらないね。学校生活の最後くらいは綺麗に残したいの。一番美しい時間よ。学校生活の最後くらいは綺麗に残したいの。
Damn, at the last second.
待って、すぐ装填するから。今日の野外授業
I knew it.
ここまで。
Cinderella and Red Fruit wasn't. They were trying to skip it. One look and it's so damn obvious. Okay, once I finish the mini game, I'm gonna do other game dailies. The story one I will do it. The next stream definitely will be Nikke again. We'll be probably just rewatch some of the past story as well. So just gonna see how much I can go because I do want to do other game dailies as well. Though. It's really like the timing though.
少しばかり暴れさせてもらう。
I think I don't want to worry about the goal for now. Whoa. One day. Ah!
俺ら2歩前進するために一歩後退したのだ。
Damn it.
程度のダンジョンなぞいくらでも突破してみせよう。
Damn it. The chest was a lie. The chest was a lie. There's definitely JoJo. That's definitely JoJo reference. Dude, the number of anime reference. How much have you found out the Nikke developer are there, for goodness sake? I'll do the story on the next stream because I'm actually in town on the intend to know the story itself.
Alright. Yeah, definitely confirm his next stream will be Nikke. So I'm gonna do fast other game dailies as well. Other game dailies I want to. Off that. Minimize, different minimize. Okay. Okay. And then just do Akane-san, Ohayo. Okay, just gonna do the dailies first. Yeah, once I finish my game dailies, I'm gonna off to sleep then. Also in this color. Yes, I know it's supposed to be morning, but then again, I'm just up here doing game dailies. やべですよね。Just woke up and I just going to do dailies and then go back to sleep. マジやべですよね。Oh, I should have done Genji first. Yeah, I'm afraid Hawkeye started right now. I am playing Hawkeye started right now to do the dailies, and then after next one, Genshin, the next one, then goodness, raw. Goodness, people. Oh yeah, Xenogears Zero, they announced. You know, one thing I like about MiHoYo is that at least for the Xenogears Zero, they are trying to make the game even more better, and apparently, actually not apparently, it's confirmed that Xenogears Zero, they are going to give us a 5-star. A limited edition character 5-star! Yay! 2 thumbs up! Yeah, it's the husband though, apparently. Which means that at least I don't need to worry about getting 2 of them. At least I don't need to worry about putting for Miyabi. And apparently the 2 banner will be last throughout the whole patch. So imagine for all 40 days. For all 40 days, the whole patch, you can pull for the either character, Miyabi or Hasam, or the guy. So it's either one of the 2. You can. It's like both banners last throughout the whole throughout, and I was like, damn. And the best of all, MiHoYo answer my prayer. They never released Agent Boo on the last patch. Now they release it on the next patch, and I was like, oh, finally! I've been waiting for it for an hour, man. That's why I released it last. That's why I released it earlier, but then again now they release it, so all fair. Everything is fair. At least they release it. Agent Boo. The open the door. Open up, FBI, open up. Dude, at least I don't need to worry about going in a way for Genshin though. So yeah, in a way I'm actually in time to look forward to Zelda Zone Zero, in a way. Very in time. I already got Sunday. It's not I'll be putting for Sunday. I already got him already. I did think of putting Sunday on a Sunday, but I just decided to, you know what, let's just put for it. I'm sure you can get him. My only concern is Tingyin. And the Hersta. Tingyin 5-star version after Sunday. The Hersta after Tingyin 5-star. I'm not sure whether my luck is gonna activate or not. I'm just not sure will my luck be activating for both of them or not. Is the Hersta 5-star or Tingyin 5-star? Both are characters that I want in my team. Tingyin 5-star is basically the Harmony Trailblazer, while Hersta 5-star apparently is I need to explain. Hersta 5-star. It's just that her power is using a freaking key to ram into enemy. And I saw her burst. It's like you know, like Naruto first anime where basically the guy the guy who used a lot of mirror and then it's appeared into the mirror and then start attacking all around, right? That Naruto very old first from the mirror. Yeah, basically her style ability is that. So it's like imagine that she summoned like multiple of herself to attack the boss. It's like Damn. It looks so cool though. People will complain, like people who never even seen the changes to it is like, ugh. Although right now I have, well, after putting for Sunday I still got 61 pool, but I mean like I still got 61 pool left for King in 5-star, but I'm not even sure if I go all in for King in 5-star, will I even get her? And if I don't get her, will I still get her star or not though? Is the her star? Wait, just don't matter. Oh yeah, the luck though. The luck. A good choice of comparison they show. I mean her star is her star though. Her buzz is like, when I saw it I was like, damn, that looks so damn cool, I want to get her. And then I was never there, so sad. Like dude, it's just to the point that I'm like, at the back of my mind like, there's no way I'm not gonna get her. Both her star and Tingyun 5-star, but I will have to like, I have to be very concerned about using all my luck though. It's like, if I use all my luck, will my luck for other games also be affected? And also like, it always kind of like been this way though. Whenever my luck in one game is good, the other game just say, okay, good, your luck is gone. I'm so concerned. I'm worried on many ends, but oh well. We have to see it, okay. If worse comes to worse, I will just go all in for the Pyro Archon and Shirari. You've been busy with getting Christmas stuff. Yeah, I will be playing Nikke again next stream though. I will still be playing Nikke next stream. Next stream is definitely still Nikke. But then again, I wouldn't even blame anyone for preparing for Christmas though. The funny thing is, right, my house, not saying that we are not celebrating Christmas, just to verify, just in case anyone interested. The most my family, the way we celebrate Christmas is just basically have something delicious to eat. You pray for him. I'm not sure though. I'm intending to. I'm intending to go for buying a good dinner meal though for Christmas. Yeah, I'm doing my dailies. Nikke was already. No wait, Nikke. This stream is gonna be Nikke. Right now I'm doing dailies. But although I might have to end the stream in a few seconds. You know, the funny thing is, right, it's not that I don't like Christmas or whatever, it's actually more so on the part that, on my end, my family and I just basically just say that we just eat something delicious on Christmas, that's more than enough. On my side, it's just basically like, just celebrate something, eat something delicious, and then that's all. What game it is? It is Genshin. Genshin Impact. I feel like I've been playing Genshin ever since, like, who knows how long when already. I really have no idea how when. Ayape. Okay, guys. As much as I want to continue talking, I can't. Reason being, my stomach ache. So, yeah. I'm gonna pause here. Stream. I'm not gonna. I will just end the stream here. Everyone, I will go to. I need to use the toilet because I've been holding it for quite a while. So yeah, I will continue to talk to you guys in the next stream. It's gonna be Nikke. It will be Nikke. For now, yeah, I can't bear anymore. I need to rush to the toilet. So that being said, I hope you guys have a nice day. Good night. Bye everyone.